Alright guys, let me get into shout outs and we can get our meeting, okay? Shout outs yesterday. Revenue was $23,240 with the 374 HAS. Residential revenue $19,765 with a 346 HAS. Shout outs from what we wrote down. It looks like you guys, everyone enjoyed that line change yesterday, right?
Yeah.
Basically, everyone was off by 1:30. That was in the morning shift, mostly. Some of you worked a little slower than others. But then the second shift came in and took over, and a lot of you guys got a lot of rest yesterday, so it was a good thing to see. As of 5 p.m. yesterday, there was no passes or detractors. Charles, Derek H., Chuck, Garrett, Isaiah 2 S's, Jensen, Joel, Johnny Donahue, John Stokes, Ron, Mark P., Matt, Mike Blanco, Pat M., Reed, Roger, all had promoters on the day. Woo! We had a ton of promoters. I think we had about 15. And then last but not least, Mike Blanco and Derek also had a $5 junk patrol. Blanco in today, or Derek? No. Jason, what did they pick up for $5?
2 fluorescent bulbs and 3 cardboard boxes.
2 fluorescent bulbs and 3 cardboard boxes for a $5 Jeremy didn't want to speak on something real quick.
Yep. Awesome. Awesome. Well, hey guys, check it out. So I told you guys yesterday how I'm giving out badges when you bring back useful tools to the shop. You know, clippers, good trash can, wheelbarrows, things like that. Now, can anyone tell me how many we gave out yesterday?
13.
Yeah. Dude, those are good guesses. 0! No one sent me pictures or told me nothing about what you brought back, so no one gets badges. You want those badges, you want those free time off, you want those AirPods. Man, you do this every day, you're going to get stuff. I'm trying to give you free shit. You want free shit? Let me give it to you. Send me pictures. Bring back stuff. It's going to be great. How many times you go looking for clippers and you can't find them?
All the time.
Sucks, man. Let's change that. And when we change that, I'm going to reward you for that. I got other things coming in the future, but that's the big one there. Feel free. I'm not even working with them. Send me the pictures anyways. Make sure they get back to the shop. That's what's key. Okay? Now we're going to continue with 4th. You know, dump those tubs, bring those plastic tubs back there, do everything you can. I'm looking for challenging donations. Make me try to find places for new things. Okay? Cool bean?
Yep.
Thanks, guys.
That in 2 weeks, actually on the 4th of July, we're going to do the Community Days Parade. So we're going to have a junk truck and we're going to have a move truck. So anybody who wants to volunteer and join us in the parade, I'll put all the times out, everybody will know, but starts at 9:30 and we go just around the neighborhood here. You can walk with the truck, hand out stuff. We're going to be having giveaways. Then after the parade, we're going to come back here. Josh and Tyler are hosting a barbecue for your families. So feel free to let me know, let Josh know. You don't have to do a sign up or anything like that, but on the 4th of July morning and for lunch, we are hosting you and we'd love to have you join us. Thanks everybody.
I might get a little passionate about this. This thing is pretty dear to me, Jason, Cody. Teamwork. Selfishness. Like, I don't know what's been going on this past month, but it's all about me, not we. All right? I'm sorry, it sounded like a 5-year-old saying we. But at the same time, guys, like, the selfishness is ridiculous. We had a team that got help yesterday on a big office clean out, and then they got help from the second shift. The second shift went to go do a job that was not for full price. The team comes back, said, no, I'm not going to go out and help. I'm not going to go help them, even though they just helped me. They did 3 trucks of brush for $500, and the other 2 guys are not going to help. That's fucking bullshit. I'm sorry. Like, you guys know, us 3 ops guys, we will come out there every fucking time to help you.
I will as well.
And Johnny. Like, how many times have I had to close a job for less than the amount and I came out there to help?
A lot.
A lot, right? How many times did Jason have to close a job? He came out and helped when he could drive.
If I had a ride.
Same thing with Cody, same thing with Johnny. We will bust our backs for you. We expect the same in return when it comes to teamwork, when it comes to selfishness. No, I'm not giving you money for it. You're ruining my paycheck. How am I ruining your paycheck when you're still getting profit share from that job? You're still getting hours. You're still getting paid. Makes no fucking sense to me. Derek, I know you said you had something you wanted to chime in on.
Yeah, just like So everybody in this room, who's ever heard the term Can 6 Warrior? No?
No, I've been a Kansas warrior my whole life.
What's a Can 6 Warrior?
Oh man, that's negotiation central, man.
Negotiation Central. When I was in the trucks, who went to Can 6 every day?
You did, Derek.
This guy.
Made sure of it.
JD, after I broke my leg, who went to Can 6 every day? How'd he get in the office? Because he learned that no matter what, at the end of the day, he was going to get a better job. He was going to learn to negotiate. He was going to get more money, and he would do a job for $100 if that's what it took to get money out of the customer's pocket. That's what it takes. Johnny will do the same thing. Johnny may not have the ISAJS on the board, but Johnny, at the end of the day, will make sure that he closes a job no matter what and do the job for the customer to make him happy. That's how he got where he is. That's how JD got where he is. That's where Jason, Cody, all the guys that are standing at the top of the room, that's how they got where they are. They didn't get to the top of the room by saying, I'm not going to do this job because it's negotiated. It doesn't matter. Like, we are a customer service business, right? At the end of the day, that's what we do. We take care of customers. How do you take care of a customer? You make sure they're happy. That means maybe some days you got to do a full truck for $100, right? You still get paid like JD said. You still get profit share. And if you got a $4,000 day and don't want to go help somebody do a $500 job, that's messed up. You got $200 of profit share in your pocket and you're going to go spend an hour to help your teammates and you're going to say no. That doesn't make sense, right? But you're not going to get to where they are by doing those things, by saying no, not negotiating jobs, not taking care of the customer. That's what's the most important thing is. I didn't care if I got $50 from a customer to do a full truck. I was going to get I'd make them count change. But I'd make sure they were happy while they were counting change. You know, that's how you learn to negotiate. That's how you get more money in the long run, by doing those jobs at a negotiated rate. Because you're going to learn how to speak to the customer to make sure they're happy. And once you learn how to make sure the customer's happy, you're going to start getting that extra 50 a time. Then you're starting to start 75 a time. Then next thing you know, you're getting almost full price from those same customers because you learned how to make them happy. That's what it's all about. It's not about getting the most money from them. It's about making sure they're happy and making sure that you can get as much as possible. Right? So if you've never heard the term Can 6 Warrior, I guarantee you, I was in Raytown every goddamn day. But I was happy for the most part. You know, when I started doing it, I was mad. But you know what I found out? That the only reason I was on that route every day is because they knew that no matter what, I would go out and get the most revenue. I would knock out a full truck for $100 as quick as I can, consolidate it, go put another 2/3 of a load on that same full truck, and get $300 or $400 for that 2/3 of a load. Because I know that at the end of the day, the faster I make money and the faster I make customers happy, the more jobs I go to, the more tips I can get, and at the end of the day, I'm going to make more money. Right? I am very passionate about this, probably more than JD, because I've been there, he's been there, Jason's been there, Cody's been there, Johnny's been there. Johnny worked in, how long did you work in Des Moines?
Like 7 or 8 months, I think.
And how many negotiated jobs did you have to do up there, going up there starting out? All of them. All of
For
them.
what it's worth, on a negotiated job, I went and I did those. We had guys still learn to do the job. I did every one of those as well.
Negotiations aren't bad, it's part of what we do. But the only way you can get better is by negotiating, right? Saying, you know what, full price, I won't do it. I ain't gonna get you anywhere, it ain't gonna get you better. Because until you can accept the word no, you won't know how to combat it. You know, you say 578, a customer says no, and you shut down, call out. What does that do? You know? So go out there, be willing to help your team, be willing to do what's best for the company, and I assure you, at the end of the day, you're going to be better. I assure you, people are going to notice. If you negotiate jobs all week, you're going to get credit for it. Man, that guy went out and killed it, knocked that job out in 30 minutes after we negotiated it for him, took care of the customer, and got a 10. Do you think that's important? You're damn right it is. So just keep that in mind when you're out there, guys.
Thanks, Derek. So when I first started here, I'm 37 years old right now. I know. Thank you very much. When I first started here, I was 29 years old, right, Josh? That's right. I made $10 an hour. We didn't have profit share. Yeah, I made $10 an hour. I was 29 years old. Had a wife, stepdaughter, a kid on the way. Making $10 an hour. 2 years before that, I made $235,000 in the NFL. Took a job for $10 an hour at 29. Now, Josh, did you come find me?
Nope.
No. I looked for Josh. I looked for this job, which is the case for everybody in here, right? We know what we signed up for, essentially, right? Some of us knew a little more about it than others, but fact of the matter is I signed up for that. I knew what I was getting into, and when I think about it, I'm like, man, maybe that built me into who I was today. Like, I'm a selfless motherfucker, okay? Like, I'm always putting everybody first. I got 3 people at home I care about, 4 people at home, excuse me, that I care about, and I'm gonna take care of them before I worry about my fucking self. I'll eat top ramen all my fucking life to make sure they're fucking taken care of. Fact of the matter is, I knew what I was getting into. When I think about that, I think back on that, Jay, Cody, all of us, as long as we've been on this team, and we've always moved with selflessness, man, taking care of the next guy. I know Jason Sanford cares about everybody else in his life before Jason Sanford. Sometimes that puts him in very bad situations. He's grown to fucking improve that. But he knows, hey, sometimes I gotta take care of me sometimes. But his nature is to take care of everybody else. So when I look at this business now, and I think about it now, and this profit share, man, and it's like almost we created like monsters, like guys just worry about their own selves. 2 instances over the last 2 days that somebody told us they didn't want to do shit. Right? Just flat out told us they weren't going to do it. So I'm up here telling you guys, we're not fucking moving forward with those guys. Fact of the matter, we're moving forward with Isaiah, Jared, Stokes, Calvin, those type of guys, just to name a few, that are here for the team, right, Charles? Right. That understand, man, sometimes I might just have to fucking, go out there and fucking take one on the shoulder to get the first base because we need a base runner. That's what we're going to build it off, man. That's what we always build it off. The selfishness, that stuff cannot stand, man. It won't stand, and we're going to do something about it, right? I'm just letting you guys know right now, like my story. Some of you guys don't know my story. $10 a fucking hour. You know how many days I had to talk to my wife after work and told her that I fucking love my job and fucking talked her out of me quitting? Right? Like, it was a constant communication. Man, about 4 months into it, though, Tyler introduced profit share, and I was like, all right, this shit's a little smoother at home now. She sees this, okay, it's going good. So we started, working towards something. And a football coach, that was my passion at the time. Right? 2-3 months into it, I fucking chose to get rid of those dreams. And I chose to get rid of those dreams, not because of this, but because of those 2 right there. That was the reason I stayed here. It wasn't 1-800 guy jump. Fucking great business, loved the business, but it was those 2 guys right there. It was my leaders. I believed in those guys, that they had my back around every single corner. And you fast forward 5 years, getting to an ops manager position, right? You fast forward even more years, getting more people in ops manager positions, putting people in remote markets where they're running their own businesses. Like, ultimately, that's what keeps me waking up every fucking day. Not to make sure Nick Fairman gets $35 an hour a day. Nick, I hope you do, but I know when you go out there, Nick, you're willing to help out Christian, you're willing to help out Jose, Joel, whoever it is, because you want to be a part of something great. You want to be a part of a team. And that's ultimately what life is, man. Selfish people get left by the fucking wayside. They're left on the side of the road. Great teams go somewhere together. And individual success is sprouted up within that great team. So I know we had a lot of messages today. My message is to you guys. And if you want to fucking be a part of this shit, then let's roll. If you don't, if you're worried about your pocket, if you're worried about, oh fuck, these guys make me do this kind of job. I'm not even talking about the money. I'm just talking about the willingness to be a part of something great. If you don't want to be a part of something great, then the fucking door, we got a lot of them. 2 right there, 1 over there, 1 over there, and then another 2 right there. Wait. Fucking evacuation fucking alarm's going off, man. You can get the fuck out right now, right? But if you're staying in these seats, man, let's do this shit together. All right? This is what it's about. Joe, your roommate works where? College Hunks Hall and Dump. How proud are you to work here from the stories he tells you every day?
Pretty fucking happy.
Hey! It's being a part of a great team. LeRon, if you're here in 2 years, fuck yeah, we're doing something major. If you're not, I know you've been on to something more successful and you're going in the right place in your life because of what you did here. That's the devotion. That's what we give you every single day you come in here, Reed. I promise you that. Donovan, same thing with you, man. I know your goals. You want to be an author. right? Every day you come here, we're working closer to getting you to be an author. All right? Writing your own book, whatever you want to do, whatever the main goal is. Blake, if you want to fucking be on the stage, showing your shit, if that's your goal, every single day you're here, we're working to get you closer to that goal. Whatever it is, you got to think of that, fellas. And sometimes that means sacrifice. Sometimes that means putting a little more work on your shoulders to help out John Stokes, because I know John Stokes would do it for any one of you guys in here, right, Stokes? I know when JD puts you in a bad situation, hey, we're going to do this shed tear down. The shed's already gone. We got to pick up all this loose shit on the ground.
Shit, yeah.
About 4 trucks. 20 minutes later, who shows up to help you fucking go to town on that? JD Wood shows up, right? That's the shit. Jason, Cody, JD, everybody, Johnny, everybody in these positions. It's the selflessness that got them there. I promise you, 100%. Right? Selfish people do not fucking last. We were talking about it yesterday, right? Shane Rochelle. You guys know who Shane Rochelle was?
Yep.
He was fucking awesome, man. Shane could bid the hell out of a job. He could get top dollar. Was he selfish?
Yeah, very much.
What happened to him?
He's gone.
He's gone because his selfishness showed too much. He wasn't about that team, man. Right? And to be honest, if you were wide, if Shane would have bought in, shit, he would have been ahead of me right now. Because that's how the totem pole was at that time. But the decisions we make in a selfish nature a lot of times can dictate where we're moving forward for the rest of our life. You know what I mean? So, man, I just challenge you guys every single day. Just, man, if you got to go through something shitty, talk it out. Let's talk it out, but make sure we're taking care of each other, taking care of the team at the same time, right? No, it's just, I know how it feels. Sometimes you feel like it's just you, Jensen. Ah, shit. You know what I mean? Calvin, oh shit, I'm the only one driving to D-ball this morning. Which actually might have been the case, but Calvin drove to D-ball in a torrential downpour, stepped in D-ball. How many of you guys like stepping in D-ball when it's soupy in the fucking middle of the ring? Calvin did that shit, had a smile on his face, walked in and started stretching. And that's what type of dude he is. Always willing to help. First one here every single morning. Always willing to make sure that he sets up the team for success, because he knows in the long run, what is that going to do? It's going to fucking help them. Absolutely. So, like I said, a lot of great messages. Derek, appreciate you sharing your story. JD, appreciate you sharing your story. I mean, we can go down the list of stories, man. We got stories on stories, and stories are fun to hear when you're up here talking sometimes, right? All of you guys have stories, man. This job creates stories. Good stories, bad stories. You know, Jackson Shirley the other day, customer told me he should be a Chippendale dance. You got stories, man, so enjoy this stuff. Sometimes it gets a little fucking unfun. We admit that, right? Some shitty jobs, some shitty situations, whatever it is. Man, smile on your face and a song in your heart to keep pushing forward. Because at the end of the day, you're going to get a nice meal and it's going to taste good, and you're going to get some rest, and you're going to wake up and reset that button on the bad days. But make sure those days, Garrett, you're moving forward every single day, right, Seth? So, my challenge to you guys, man, moving forward, you know where the door is, you know? Hey, if you're embarrassed, if you're scared to do it now, don't show up tomorrow, please. Absolutely. Let us know, because we're moving forward with guys that want to fucking do it. We're building the business off the backs of those guys. All right? So, that's what I got. I had a video, but fuck the video, too many good stuff, so we got back.
Fellas, goes to this message. It's all about us, right? So, family on me, family on 3. 1, 2, 3. Family!